Hey, 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 everybody. It is your girl here, Krista Joy, aka Krista Pilot, here with some hot Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer League action. And I'm doing solo comp, so it's gonna be chaos. For those of you in the States, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is the day in which we are all making turkeys for tomorrow. For those of you not in the States, it is just like M. Bison says, instead of it being Tuesday, it's Wednesday. So let me give you a little bit of information about this particular race. We have 4 individuals from the King Slayer division that are readying up, and it's going to be Team Hot Adventurers featuring the Warden, DannyPSpeed, doing his Wonder Twin Power action with our resident Oprah, the one and the only high flyer, going up against 2 very dangerous people in the randomizer community. We have Mr. Mean-tastic himself, Midi Mouse, aka Midi Guy, teaming up with the living legend Stewie Cartman, who always has Fire Luigi looking out the window. And they are the Cunning Kids. So here's what week 3 is going to entail. It is really Twitch. You're going to do Twitch stuff on me? So week 3 is going to include what I just added in chat. But I'll say it on the air so that you guys understand what's going on. This is going to be Mystery Week, and the flag settings for seed numero uno is forts are going to appear on the map. Everything else is going to be pretty much a question mark. Every flag is a maybe, with auto scrollers being off. Regular stages shuffle. Overworld pipes are shuffled. Frog friendly is on. Enemies are randomized. Hitboxes are adjusted. No end cards. Anchors are random. Clipping is on. And unfortunately for Flyer and DannyPSpeed, OCO is off. World Shuffle is on. I am going to go ahead and release the Kraken on our runners. So, Daisel, kick me out if you can. If not, I'll kick myself out. So here we go, everybody. What are you guys looking like? Are you wanting some RWO action? Or are you looking at vanilla world order? Okay, so everybody is hoping for a 1 hour Kingsley. Chat, you should know by now that yours truly only rolls baby seeds. 100% baby. And as the clock ticks down, we have 6 gang in the house. We have World 1 for Vanilla World Order. And will it be turkey soup? I don't know, but we do have the Angelic Jade start, which is a World 3 with no hope in sight of a double hammer. So, this is going to be fun for everybody. Also, we are getting a sync in process. So we are starting off pretty hot with 5-2. And the best part is Jade is happy, Johnny Link is happy, and speaking of Johnny Link, welcome, welcome, my friend. I am so glad to see everyone. And we're gonna see some hidden power up with the secret power up here. And it is the Angelic Jade special. So this is normal power up, because usually if it's easy power up, you know, easy peasy lemon squeezy, we have a 3-2 going on. And Stewie Cartman needs to understand that we need timers to time. Also, we are starting right out the rip with 3F2. And it means that it may be possible that forts are native to their stages. So we just have to see if that's possible. And yes, it is. It is totally in its native world, everyone. So who knows what to ask for? So we have hard power-up systems, so no easy peasy lemon squeezy power-ups, but it is JP damage in effect, because you go from being big and powerful to small, bean, and weak. So we got some spice. We got a little bit of spice. And so far, we have DannyPSpeed in the lead, followed by Stewie Cartman, MidiGuy in third, and Flyer just doing Flyer stuff. Eventually, he will get there. You just gotta believe. Oh, 6-7 goodness for Stewie, Midi, and DannyPSpeed. I'm not a big fan of this, because I can't do this stage to save my soul. We don't have Sniper 2, and Stewie's donut was just not being cooperative. So with JP damage in effect, there will not be any power boosting like you normally see, like how Teeks does it, an escalator fort where you get 2 bonks and you keep going. Yeah, you ain't got that this time. Also, Stewie Cartman getting stun by the Sumo Bro, which is some unfortunate business right now for poor Stewie. So Stewie's got to bonk that first one, and does accomplish that. Does take up, and it looks like that is the World 1 tile set. So we got row shuffleage. Alright. And well, the path to Wendy is open, and oh dear, it is. What do you think, folks? It is her native airship, the World 3 airship for Wendy Okupa. Let's see what La Princesa has to offer. She is weak, and weak. Uncle Roger would be totally disappointed. He is secretly going, hiya, MidiGuy, taking the extra for the fire kill. That's going to be some regret central. So we have now Flyer on the World 3 airship, gonna get his mushroom and get that 1-hit kill, so he's gonna make up some time on MidiGuy, who took the fire kill. And now we are in World 4, 2-pipe Monty. Let's see where it takes us. Alright, we're starting off with a Sumo Bro match. Gets a hammer. We don't know if hammers break locks. Not necessary at this point. And holy smogoli, we have Donut Fort in effect. So get your Krispy Kremes, your Duck Donuts, your Dunkin' Donuts, whatever you like, because we are enjoying us some donuts aplenty. And will that be enough to build the bridge? Will World 4 be free? Will it? Nah, I didn't think so. So second fort is going to be, what does it? We have, woo! Are we going to see the item grab in 1-3. DannyPSpeed is going for the item. Let's see if Stewie Cartman is going to go for the item grab. He does it too. And Jimmy, it is never too late to sign up to get the tacos. So the hidden house does give an anchor. Hold on one second. Alrighty, sorry about that. We have the plain old boring version of Niagara Falls for MidiGuy. You know, Macobra made the most excellent modification where it makes those boring stages absolutely fantastic with enemies. I'm telling you. Also, I have some news. I am actively recruiting people to join the dark side along with me for next season. And we can have our Dark Overlord division with all the villains. So if you guys are interested, next league, petition DannyPSpeed to have a villain division, and let's make some magic happen. So we have Troll Fort action for our league boss, DannyPSpeed. We have a Boss Bass who is getting outrun, or at least, how is he not jumping Midi? But Midi knows hitboxes better than I do. But the one thing about the villain division is we have tacos. So if you guys are all about that taco life, then join Team Villain. And we have a very disappointing Boss Bass because that guy wasn't speedy at all, which is sad. So we're not seeing very much action other than the JP damage. Like, honestly, I really did roll a baby. Also, Stewie Cartman now taking the bro right behind DannyPSpeed. So we have the World 4 airship, which means Koopalings are most likely native to their airships. And yes, I'm probably disappointing Jade. I'm not looking at chat right at this moment because of how weak this is. And the fact that I probably rolled a baby seed for the Kingslayers. So, I apologize in advance. So, airships are native to their Koopalings. We have DannyPSpeed coming out. Numero uno in the gold position. Stewie Cartman right on his tail with MidiGuy in third place. Now remember, with team, this is a team format, which means that team points do apply. So DannyPSpeed, Highflyer, they do make up a team. First place gets 11 points, and we have 6 points for the silver medalist. And it looks like that may have been a denied clip. I'm gonna check to see if MidiGuy does it, so maybe no. Wow, Midi was like, I ain't even gonna worry about it. So we have Flyer now. He does get the clip, so clipping is in effect, y'all. Which for our Kingslayers, it's like second nature for them, you know? They never have a problem with the clip action. Whereas, you know, me being the tadpole that I am, will easily fail. World 1 rock is breakable? Are you serious? Oh no. Oh. So, you know, let me take a look at chat because y'all are probably chastising me. So, it is now DannyPSpeed, Stewie, Cartman, and clipping will always be on. I have just read chat. Okay, I'm still in auto scroller hell mode where clipping gives you a big old fat denial. So this is going to be a Jetty for you, Betty. And we have World 2 now as the fourth world. And I don't think hammers break blocks. So maybe that is something to be proud of me. And we have 8-2 action for DannyPSpeed. While I'm in Feels Bad Man territory 4. Giving them such an easy seed. And we have the World 1 airship for Flyer to go up against Larry Koopa. Stewie taking the Santa shame getting there. So we're gonna have exiting out first DannyPSpeed out of A2 first with Stewie Cartman in second, Midi in third, and Flyer about to enter World 2. And now we back that up with 8-1. So 8 back-to-back World 8 levels. You got to love it. So you know out the rip that the stages are not native to their territory, which you probably noticed that already, but it is Froggo friendly mode. So you got to love. Let's see, I think there's 2 hammers, so I want to say that, you know, we still have World 6 out there, because World 2 is not happening. World 1, you could break the rock, but we're out of World 1 now, so it's just World 6 Ice Gang, where we can use those hammers and they be effective. And we have Spike for action for our 3 runners, where we have 8-1 for Flyer. And now that I've read chat is like, what are the odds of the princess just waiting out front of that castle? You know what? I rolled this, guys, so you should know right out the gate that it's gonna be probably an easy seed. We do have Stewie, who decided to take a nice dip in the ragu, allowing his teammate MidiGuy to take second place behind. No, to take first place, actually. DannyPSpeed now in second place, and Stewie Cartman in third place, and Flyer getting swampeted. So Flyer going back into Spike Fort. Meanwhile, we do have MidiGuy coming out first, DannyPSpeed second, and Stewie Cartman in third place. So the Dry Bones was the one that got Flyer, you know, but I can't really say he got boned, you know, Boss Dust. Yeah, so I figured trumpeted sounded a little bit better. Also, our runners are now running for fun, and we do have a friendly, ever so sprite changing boss bass for DannyPSpeed. I love to see a big giant Goomba chasing after Mario. When you see that, it makes you all warm and fuzzy inside. And we have Flyer now in the game. Chat coming up with a new name, Goombass, and I like that. MidiGuy first on the World 2 airship. Big Goomba is never cursed. Teeks, what are you talking about? Oh my goodness. And this is just something where we could say MC Hammer with the hammer time, because I am giving lots of hammers that I am hardware store right now. DannyPSpeed getting him a star on the World 2 airship. Same thing with Stewie Cartman as they rush through to face against the very salty Morton Cooper Jr. And We have now Flyer, who has caught up significantly thanks to the use of the hammer in World 2. So now it's a little bit closer than it was before. And we have, a very pleasant 7-5, everybody's favorite travel destination with lots of patooies. And MidiGuy yeeting himself out of 7-5, which is rude. Absolutely rude. Going to take the gamble that fort is not required, but we have to hope and pray that that is required 100%, because of the fact that we cannot, one does not skip over any fort that could potentially be 7F2, you know? So there's also 3 forts, so we have a brave Stewie Cartman tackling on some lovely plans in the happy stage of 7-5. Meanwhile, we have stretchable fort action going on for our other runners. MidiGuy finishing at first, and everyone is Dora the Exploring. You love to see it. MidiGuy going back now because that wasn't the answer, which means Stewie Cartman, who's been trudging through 7-5, is now on his way to play the fort that could potentially be the GG Gigabrain, and guess what it is, y'all? Guess what it is? It is Disney World, aka 7F2, the happiest place in the Mushroom Kingdom. It just brings a tear to my eye. You love to see it. It is everyone's favorite fort. How could you not want to play it? So all of our runners are going to be super excited to see 7. Yes, Teeks, that's what I'm talking about. 7 Fun 2. Absolutely 100% co-sign on that. And that always brings a big fat smile. DannyPSpeed now entering 7-5. So will 7F2 bring happiness? Also, Flyer going for it. He was trying to score them points in like the Mitch Flower Power points tournament like a hot minute ago, but good for you for trying that, Flyer. So we have so much divergence going on with MidiGuy now given the business, and that is everybody. And MidiGuy taking advantage of the fact that he is entering into the place where he is his happiness, because 7F2 is home to the Minnie Mouse, the Doofy, the Ronald Rock, and the rest of the Disney World crew. Also, look at that Swamp, just like giving him an excruciating headache. Oh, baby. And nobody, Kirby, nobody wants to see Fort Knox. We want to see, no. Even if it is required, you still don't want to. But because there was a fort that was not native to this world, yes, Krista's seed has satisfied Krista. You know, you gotta be happy over the everything. So listen, Boss Dust, it is never a dud. It is never a dud. You play it just for the enjoyment. But because they did play it, High Flyer has now entered the Piranha stage, and we will never acknowledge 7F2 as being a dud. Getting a trash room for Stewie Cartman in his Patooey stage, and we have Flyer, who is now in first place. He dodged 7F2. No, you shouldn't be rewarded for dodging 7F2. No. Alright. And Stewie, missing one of the note blocks, has to go back. Exactly. So we are going against Luddy. Luddy, not the hardest. DannyPSpeed now entering into Fort Knox. We have MidiGuy in 5-6, which absolutely sucks. I hate that stage. The Parabeetle stage of doom. And he makes it look easy. Ah! Yes, yes, you can happily tilt me all you want. It's okay. And Stewie now getting through. And we have the Cloud Run for Fun for Flyer right now, as he is in World 6. Imagine, Flyer went from last to first, which goes to show you that anything is an equalizer. Doesn't have to be World 8, y'all. Alright, so we are on the World 7 airship for DannyPSpeed, finishing up the Piranha stage, getting a star. So, and World 5 is free. Oh no, I have made an easy seed. We did not get poop block %, which means that Flyer has to replay the entire seed. Those of you who watched our wonderful Clash of Nations tournament knows that we had something called poop block %. Flyer gets it. Flyer is doing what he does best. He is flying high and flying fast. DannyPSpeed in the Cloud Run for Fun. We have MidiGuy now going up against the Concerto Master. Stewie finishing. So basically we have Flyer, then Stewie, then Midi. Now, with Flyer going so fast, if our other team doesn't route World 5 quite, route it fast like he did and learn that it's free, he is going to get such a lead over his competition that you just have to say he is making it easy for DannyPSpeed, his second in command right now, his colleague, to win with ease, because right now there is not too much of a difference in time between Stewie, Midi, and Danny. And it looks like Danny has found the way, so it is team High Flyer DannyPSpeed in the first and second position, with Stewie and Midi in third and fourth respectively. And I am protecting the Kingslayers. Yes, I am totally protecting the Kingslayers. You know, haven't been able to do any of the Chinook seeds, but I do roll baby seeds. So, Teeks, if you are in the house right now, again, I think you should roll game number 2. Since this is obviously fail sauce on me, as we have Fly going through Alaska and DannyPSpeed about to enter World 6 as well. And yeah, I'm sorry, chat. I am protecting the Kingslayers. No, chat. I do not nuke the Chinooks, okay? Okay? I protect the Chinooks, just like I protect the Kingslayers. I have never rolled y'all a bad seed before Tanookies. What are you talking about? I roll baby seeds for the Tanookies. I am giving clouds. I made this too easy for our runners, so we have High Flyer going on the escalator of shame, making his mentee Angelic J proud with his position right now. Stewie finishing out his 6th world now, going into World 6. So we do have everybody in World 6 right now. I am not a Krista. No, there's no such thing as a Krista Nuke. High Flyer trying for the first class clip, doesn't get it, guys. But he doesn't need any power-ups. So as long as he can stay classy and stay frosty with that wonderful stomp, and Lemmy, our clown prince, being so weak. We have Flyer entering World 8 first. How many bridges do you think I rolled them? And if y'all even say 4, I'm putting out the banhammer. The banhammer. No 4s. No 4s. -1 would be ideal. I did roll one of those. And whoever said 4, I'm glad you have that kind of confidence in me, but I don't even have that kind of confidence. So let's see how World 8 stacks up. 6 for pepperoni. You know what? I'll go for that. 6 and 5 bridges. Yes, let's break our limits. I'm breaking my limit. You could call me Tifa. I'm gonna break my limit. And we have the Navy, so get your salutes out, everyone, for the hardest working military in the Mushroom Kingdom. We do have Alaska for MidiGuy and Stewie Cartman right now. Escalator Fort for DannyPSpeed, who's gonna get. Well, you know, you gotta give hammers. You gotta give hammers. Come on, guys. Hammers are amazing when they're, for the most part, worthless. Okay, don't worry about it. Say okay. It's under control. And yes, Team. Holy, wait. Was that 3? I rolled 3 bridges. Oh no. -1 plus 2. No, 3. 2 -1. What? I don't know what I rolled. But it is me and it is chaos. So I am very happy to see that. It's weird and wonderful, and it still disappoints Jade. So I have succeeded. You know, it's like failing successfully. And we have Gelectros aplenty. Listen, Boss Dust, I gotta at least make a little headway for them. You know, to have to not nuke my poor seed into oblivion. So if they have to finish at 35 or later, I will be happy. Mission accomplished. Also, we have Stewie, who is just surfing on a Gelectro. 8 fort action for DannyPSpeed. And we have Stewie kissing a turtle. I totally endorse that, but he did not break a brick, so we got 2 out of the 3 done. So we need to find the 3rd fort that is going to make everything magic. And what do you think it's going to be? What do you think is going to be the golden fort, y'all? Do you think it's going to be airship? The wonderful Air Force? Stewie Cartman giving everybody fanfare. And Boss Dust is saying it is the tank, which makes me sad. We have these World 6 Swim for Fun beta stage. And y'all are believing in Super Tank. 7F3! You know what? I would endorse a 7F3, y'all. Imagine mixing 8 Fort and then 7F2 together, making it as long as 8 Fort and then adding in the sweet goodness of 7F2. I think that would be brilliant, and also super tank action for our high flyer. And we have just found out the information that left is best, as that was the true tank. We have DannyPSpeed on Air Force right now. And it's done by Admiral Koopa. Admiral Boom Boom here, getting squonked. MIDI guy going in there to, what am I saying? Admiral Boom Boom, that's the Navy. Captain Boom Boom for the Air Force, and we have Flyer with his Fire Flower there, going into Casa de Bowser in first place. We're gonna see him play. Alright. The lasers are lasering, and let's see if we get a decent fire pattern. And we do not. Alright, so we have Small Beam Flyer who's gonna go against the one and only best dad himself, Bowser. And in just a moment, you know, using no cuddle strats, he is going to be going up against the princess, the true final boss of the game. Alright, here we go. In just a second. Here we go, everybody. Get your GGs ready. Get your GGs ready for our first placed finisher, coming from last place to do the biggest Giga Brain by skipping 7F2. He did not get punished, and it hurts my soul, but give it up for our winner, High Flyer, who finishes with a time of 33 minutes and 2 seconds. Yippee-ki-yay. Alright, now entering Super Tanks next is his teammate DannyPSpeed. So if they do get first and second respectively, then we know that their team is going to get the 11 points, with Stewie and Midi getting the silver medal prize of 6 points apiece. So right now, Flyer's sitting pretty with 5 whole points for coming in first, plus 11 points most likely, which probably will be 16 points, but let me not curse anything, because DannyPSpeed is now entering Casa de Bowser. Meanwhile, we have simultaneous 8 Fort action for Midi and Stewie. Get the discless clip on DannyPSpeed's side, and then we are going to be moving on in just a moment to face our best dad, King Bowser, who is the king of all our hearts, isn't it? So we get the mac and cheese smooth criminal clip on DannyPSpeed's side. And in just a moment, chat, I am going to be smacking you with DannyPSpeed's time, because he is going to get those 35 fire bonks to Bowser's toe. Also gets the Gamer Cow kick of disrespect. And let's see what time we get for DannyPSpeed. So get those GGs out for DannyPSpeed, who finished with a time of 35 minutes and 14 seconds. Since DannyPSpeed and High Flyer are both Team Hot Adventurers, they will take the 11 points for the team. So we have 16 points for DannyPSpeed and 14 points for Flyer. And depending on Midi or Stewie, whoever finishes will get 8 points and 7 points respectively. And also, I'd like to give a personal shout out to one of the best 16 for Flyer. Isn't that what I said? I thought I said. No, I know he finished before Danny. I got conflibbled, but I thought I said 16 for Flyer, but maybe I didn't. So 16 for Flyer, 14 for Danny, and then we'll have the 7 and 8 points for, looks like MidiGuy should be finishing third at this rate, which means he will get the 8 points, and Stewie will be on the way to getting 7 points. So MidiGuy getting the Fire Flower, and let's see if he can hold on to it to get that 8 points. Because Stewie Cartman's hot on his tail. So if Midi gets hit, then we might have a match here between the same teammates. I sound like I have a bit of a cold. I kind of blame certain person for that and all that cold weather they brought down with them. Alright, so Stewie going for the clip. Let's see. These are just practices, guys. We're gonna get that first try, and Stewie just got the first try on that. So get your GGs out for a bronze medal finisher, MidiGuy, and his time of finish is 37 minutes and 42 seconds. So Midi is gonna get the 8 points, and Stewie will be getting 7 points. And to the person that exposed me to all that cold, you are guilty as charged. And now the next race room has been opened. Alright. So give us 1 second. Alrighty. Oh man. Alright. And it was given the okay to have a person roll the seed who is a professional at rolling pretty rough seeds for runners. Teeks rolled the next seed. So holla at that option for our runners so they are readying up. Meanwhile, my Twitch is doing, my Discord is doing Discord stuff. And so in this game, you have Midi and Stewie being the intrepid tooltips. I have words, but we're not going to talk about that at all. And just waiting for the other team to take that. And it's like, for some reason, for y'all who don't know the history on this, for some reason, Racetime GG loves tooltips. And I think I want to blame it on MIDI, because I think when MIDI teamed up with Teaks, they were a tooltip team. So it's either MIDI's effect on Race Time GG, or Race Time GG just doesn't like MIDI. It's one or two of those choices. And I'm just waiting on teams to be selected and our runners to ready up. And I'm gathering or Diesel will be gatekeeping this match. I don't know which one of us will do it, but he can kick me out if he needs to. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And speaking of, alrighty, it looks like I'm gatekeeping, y'all. And we're just in a moment of silence for our runners, because oh my goodness! I am so happy at Highflyer's team name. Those of you who know me in the Zelda community know that my sprite is the cursed chicken sprite. And we have Highflyer's team name is the Grumpy Chickens. And oh baby, this is how you know this is gonna be good. We have two Grumpy Chickens going against two tooltips. You can't beat such stuff. Alright, chat. Oh, Diesel, Sweetie Pie, can you lay out the following prediction? Who will reign supreme? Will it be the grumpiest chickens or the biggest tooltips? And I think that would be great for everyone. Ahoy to you, Anthony. And I wish I had SpeedGaming, moderator privileges, or else I would slap a prediction up for you. So I'm hoping that Diesel does it. And see, this is why I simp for Diesel. Diesel's amazing, isn't he, guys? Greatest restreamer ever. So, yes, see, the grumpiest chicken versus the biggest tooltips. That's as cursed as I am. That's how you know everything is going to get done. And I am going to start commenting on the race now, don't you think? So, Diesel has ruled. Which is which? The grumpiest chickens is Team Highflyer DannyPSpeed, and the biggest tooltips is MIDI and Stewie. Dr. Torsel, I am not going to remind Stewie about the timer. He's got to get good. He's got to get good. And it looks like, for the most part, everybody is a sync that sync going to get. The hash is not jank, but we are starting World 6 game. And let's see, it's looking like a hot mess. So we're gonna have to travel into a pipe and see where it takes us. And since I am of the chicken sprite, I gotta go Team Chicken with my gambler. And I like how Diesel made it for 28 minutes. Knowing that this seed is going to be finished by these excellent runners in like 25 minutes, and then you're gonna get all those late betters coming in like, I'm gonna stack the chips and win. Also, we have a bridge needed to access Lemmy Koopa. And we have Stewie Cartman enjoying Escalator Fort so much. Oh, baby. Is that what I think it is? So our runners, the reason why they are going nuts is because they have to figure out which question mark has the prize, which is the fort. How many channel points do I have? Okay, there we go. I have donated my points. I am always point poor. So, it's now time to go into Oblivion. Oblivion. So our runners are going to start. What's a little bit different about this is that they do start off with 10 lives, which is good because most of them they will be sacrificing because unnecessary stages they will yeet themselves out of. See how Flyer just sank himself? That is exactly what's going on here. And, you know, our runners need to find the magic fort. We do not have easy power up. Do we have easy power ups? I don't think so. Oh, 7-6 for Flyer, who is a small boy, so has to play it out. So easy power ups is in effect. High Flyer, seeing that beloved stage, gonna avoid that like the plague. Opt to play one of our blessed stages. And says no to that because of the fact it ain't a fort, y'all. Alright, so Flyer, armed with his Angelic Jade special, gets a hammer. But it is not what we need right now. May come in handy for other levels like 2 and 3 if you get another one. Also, we have the fidget spinners there with DannyPSpeed dodging them. And now we have 7-6 getting yeeted by MidiGuy. You love to see stages like this where our runners have no idea. But I am sad right now because my Powerade slushie has just bit the dust. And speaking of biting the dust, Stewie Cartman had those poor fire bros arrested in peace with a fireball to the head. And Flyer taking the game over. Which means that we're gonna have a redo of certain things, but don't worry. And, oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. Dust! I haven't read chat yet, but if I remember correctly, if it is a question mark fort, which means that it's hidden behind the question mark stage, it comes back. So you know that Stephen King movie, Sometimes They Come Back? That's exactly what this is. So Alaska on deck for Flyer, MidiGuy and Stewie, with DannyPSpeed coming up. And Dr. Torstel rooting for an EverDrive crash. That is awful. Dr. Torstel, you don't know the struggle of having that EverDrive crash on you. No, you don't want to do that. Come now. I may be a villain on occasion, but I'm not that one. Also, it looks like Boss Dust taking credit for the EverDrive crashes. So Boom Boom HP is randomized from what I can see. And we have Flyer on the World 6 airship, followed behind DannyPSpeed, who is gonna use some P-Speed strats to fly over that mast using the Angelic Jade special, so it does come in handy. And looks like 3 hits for the Koopaling. So Lemmy, our Clown Prince, has bitten the dust, very vanilla. And we have MidiGuy doing the flyover. And we have Stewie Cartman going in to go against Lemmy first. With Midi right behind. We hit the off-screen one grab. No, I don't think that was. So no one cutscene skips this time. So sad panda for our runners. You're gonna have to get off-screen one grab, or else we are in World 5 for our second world. And oh baby, we have a son of fun that is just waiting to play with DannyPSpeed and Flyer. And we have DannyPSpeed taking the intentional game over. Very smart move. You know, refresh those lives so that way you can yeet yourself out of levels even more, which is what our runners are gonna do. Flyer unintentionally yeeted himself out, being a little bit too long on the fidget spinner. So we have DannyPSpeed now, who is currently in first place, does make it out. Flyer using the Angelic Jade special, summoning his inner Angelic Jade, even though he'll never admit it. And so right now we have DannyPSpeed, MidiGuy, Stewie Cartman, who's actually in first now thanks to that incredible clip. And if y'all haven't clipped that, I don't know what you are missing. So 2 times have we seen the Jesus clip executed with perfection by Stewie. He did it in another game in which we did clip it, and we need to clip this one because 2 times consecutively is amazing, y'all. MidiGuy now behind DannyPSpeed, entering into the stage here. 610 as a small beam, so we will not see any clip action. The 610, you know, kiss turtle break brick clip. And pretty soon we're going to be right out of 610. So DannyPSpeed in the lead right now. Followed by Stewie Cartman in second. And Highflyer in third. So DannyPSpeed now moving on up. So we know that's just 2 stages, one of them being the boring stage of Niagara Falls with a power-up. But no enemies, you know, this makes me so sad to see. And we are out of Niagara Falls for DannyPSpeed and Stewie Cartman respectively, with Highflyer in third, Midi right on the tail. And now we have, we have one of our favorite levels, and we are going topside. Stewie gets the pixel perfect jump as well. As a big boy, Stewie has retaken the lead. Stewie on fire right now. Which is gonna make the grumpy chickens even grumpier with how well this is being played. MidiGuy right around the bend with DannyPSpeed entering the airship next. So right now we have Stewie, Danny, Midi, and then Flyer. Oh baby, we need to let Stewie cook. See, it's almost Thanksgiving. He's in New York, you know, that means he's working. And he is cooking for that Thanksgiving. Give it up for Stewie. Give it up for Stewie, who is impressing everyone, you know, coming out. So we have right now Stewie, then Danny, then Midi, and then Flyer. But we're still early in the game. And we have a wonderful cloud here. So we're going to go pipe exploring. We have 2 pipe Monty. That pipe is sort of good, but not so good. So we're going to check the second pipe and see where that takes us. A lot better position. So we're going to see what this offers. And it is not what Stewie was looking for. And Stewie, we got to believe in Stewie. We're not going to say to Stewie's full tilt yet. We're not going to say that. We just have to believe in his God tier skills. But then again, I also believe Budsy is going to come and, you know, run the rando world himself. Nah. In New York, you gotta have your traditional, you know, turkey Thanksgiving. Even though a New York slice of pizza is the best thing ever. But you don't really want to have, you know, too much pizza. You have that on Christmas and Thanksgiving. You know, you spend up all night watching your game going on, and then all of a sudden you get a couple pizzas for, you know, for Christmas dinner. We have 8-1 for Stewie right now. The man is cooking. Look at him just obliterating. And see the minute. Let me try to get rid of that accent. So, or else I'll start sounding like I'm from Brooklyn. But we're gonna eliminate the talk pizza, so that way I don't exactly have too much of a Brooklyn accent. But we do have Stewie taking out the stage. DannyPSpeed. My house is haunted. I hope you do not hear the noise. But the first on the airship is Stewie Cartman. And yeah, I think I'm rid of it. So we're on the World 3 airship. For Stewie Cartman, we have 8-1 for MidiGuy, highflyer, and DannyPSpeed. An angry Angelic J, hoping for Tailstrots. But we have DannyPSpeed, who has the Angelic Jade special, as well as Flyer. So they're paying homage to MidiGuy, giving what everybody wants to see, and that is fanfare. And the first one out is Stewie Cartman, followed by highflyer, and then DannyPSpeed right behind. And actually, I think MidiGuy may have done there just a second or two before. No. Yeah, just a second before DannyPSpeed. So we have Stewie Cartman yeeting himself out, knowing that that is not a fort. So we're going to take the pipe, go across the pond in World 4. And Midi gets his mash jump, conquers the stage. He is finishing in 3rd behind Flyer, DannyPSpeed in 4th place. And then you have the King, who's a bootleg Mario clone, saying, "My precious!" And you love to see it, so you get the "My precious" for DannyPSpeed as well. And all runners are now in World 4 seeking the true precious, which is actually some fort action. With Stewie Cartman finding the first fort, and we have same thing over here, Stretch Boot Fort for Flyer. Meanwhile, we have Donut Fort action for MidiGuy, a little bit of divergence, but which one is going to be the one, you know? So for those of you who have heard Melly Mel's this album, you know, it's the one. And will it be Carpet Boo? Stretchy Boo? Or will it be the donuts? We shall see, won't we? So we have Stewie taken out, as well as Highflyer taking out the Fire Bro, getting them a Tazzle Star for their effort. Donut for action for DannyPSpeed. And we have MidiGuy just doing MIDI things. And there's everybody's favorite friend, which Stewie just disrespects poor innocent Lakitu. I mean, Lakitu was just flying there, not bothering anyone at all. And Stewie just goes and gives him a fireball to the head. And so we have a beta level for DannyPSpeed. And Flyer. And, you know, why the disrespect on poor Lakitu? Poor Lakitu. And I am so glad I had Tixie roll this, because we have, according to Boss Dust, a triple forter. No, Jade. Lakitu is very innocent and just wants to introduce you to his friends, the Spinies, you know? How could you not want to be a friendly person? Also, the first person to exit out of World 4 is Stewie Cartman, with Highflyer finding one of our favorite stages, 5-9. Troll Fort action for both Midi and DannyPSpeed. And, you know, I think it is uncivilized to skip 5-9. Y'all be like, listen, John, we don't have to use German, okay? I understand what that means, brother. So we are not saying 9 for the sake of dodging it. We are saying 5-9 because we love it. And we have coin ship action for Midi and Flyer with DannyPSpeed on the World 4 airship. So right now we have Stewie, then Danny. Hey, you know, Dr. Torstel, that is a great idea. I wonder if we can get Makover to do that, to force 5-9. You know, we could call it the Stone Temple that you have to climb in Zelda. 3F2. Action 4. Stewie Cartman. I wish I could say that these are invalid or anything, but forts are pretty native to their world, so we won't really see it in 8. We can hope, but we usually don't. And we have Flyer getting the elementary, my dear Mario, while we see Stewie coming in 5-6, the Parabeetle stage of Doom, making it look easy, and he is out. Oh, 3F2? Where? Listen, I haven't slept for 3 days. For 2 days. I haven't slept for 2 days. So yeah, it's, you know, World 2, World 3, they all look alike to me. I'm just having one of those days. But yes, we can call it invalid now. So there you go, Dr. Torstel. Don't you see, like, you can hear the frog in my voice. I am riveting. Yeah. No. Jersey water and sand taste the same. Florida water just tastes, God knows what it tastes like. I can't even tell you. That's why we all drink bottled water here. And we have 5-6 for both MIDI and Flyer. Meanwhile, I shall go hide my head in shame. And we have one. Oh, let's go. Exactly. We drink bottled water here. We keep the bottled water companies in business. That's how you know you're in Florida the minute you drink the tap water. And we have MIDI, who is in 7-1. Are we gonna see some clip action? It's because I think the fridge water has filters and stuff. MIDI! Okay, so gets it on the first try, and that's the first try clip for MIDI, okay? We're giving it up. And Stewie is bossing it up in Bike Fort along with Flyer. That's what I said! I drink water! I can't say it with the ER. Come on. Anybody from New York knows we say water. That's the way to go. And that's how you can tell I am bona fide a New Yorker with DannyPSpeed emerging triumphant and taking out poor, innocent Morton Cooper Jr. And I kind of feel bad for the old boy. He just wanted to make friends, talk a lot. And we have Stewie Cartman now in the World 2 airship to go against Morton Cooper Jr. MidiGuy following right behind him. Meanwhile, Flyer is doing just Flyer things. And Stewie doesn't even realize how lucky he is. He blind clouded 7-1. Got Flyer coming in now. And 7-4 action. Sends the auto scroller for DannyPSpeed. He is in the water, okay? Brandy, he's in the water. He's swimming in the water. There's the Electro minefield. And Flyer taking out our resident talk show host. That looks like enough for an off-screen one grab. And DannyPSpeed. Well, I guess that wasn't enough. It looked like, I didn't see his head. And hammers don't break locks, so they are worthless. It's like buying your tools at Walmart. A disappointment every time. And DannyPSpeed now and 5-2. Going topside. Flyer now entering the holy stage of 7-4 along with MIDI and Stewie. And because Teaksy rolled it, the World 1 rock ain't breaking. It is standing eternal. So DannyPSpeed, one more level, and it is bootleg fort before we hit the airship. Gets a Tazzle star, so we are not going to see the item this time around. And we have Flyer in the water. We got Stewie playing dodgeball with the friendly Lakitu. And 5-2 action for a MidiGuy. Alrighty. So, poor innocent Boom Boom, who was watching his novellas on Univision, gets rocked by DannyPSpeed. Happy are those who meet the 3-9 beta. And poor innocent Lakitu gets denied friendship. And Raya is now entering in. And this is a nice friendly enemy set for the 3.9 beta. You know, I think it's nice. Everybody's having fun with it. How could you not like it? But we do have a special guest in chat. To give it up for Pup Time, who makes everybody happy because it's got puppies. So we always want to pay homage to Pup Time. Woo! And he has cute fish too. So we gotta love the fishies for Angelic Jade. And we have World 1 airship action for MidiGuy. And we're going topside on flyer side bootleg fort action for Stewie Cartman. DannyPSpeed yeeting himself out to the swim for fun. I think kitties is cat time. There we go. Got some cats for you, Brandy. Meanwhile, we have 3-3 action for DannyPSpeed. Bootleg fort action for highflyer. And for Larry Cooper getting eviscerated by both MidiGuy and Stewie Cartman. And we did see the item in 1-3. It is a fire flower. And we have the Everybody Loves Lakitu stage. Even though MidiGuy just trounced on his head, eliminating all his hopes and dreams. Never halftime. Well, I guess you could say when we're going from World 1 to World 2, but I cannot take any timeouts for you either. But know that if we have a halftime show, you will be totally the first person we invite. Pyramid action for MidiGuy, who yeets himself out of there. Gonna dip into the pipe, and we're gonna see. Ham time! Oh my goodness! I read that as halftime. This is telling me I gotta get some sleep. I'm here talking about football. Chat. I am a very fatigued person. Ham time. It is ham time in my house. Yes. Just like it was fun. 7F2 time for DannyPSpeed. So let's talk about the bestest fort being found, which is Disney World, the happiest place on the Mushroom Kingdom. Meanwhile, I think Danny is the only one who has found it, as MidiGuy has found 7F1, aka Fort Knox. Which one is going to open the way for our runners to meet the Koopaling, Ludwig von Koopa? No, yeah. So what do you think? Chat, what do you think? 7F2 or 7F1 is going to be the bridge maker? No, I will never accept Fort Knox. I will never accept Fort Knox. It made the bridge in our heart, Dust. Made the bridge in our heart. And 7F1, we have 8-2 for DannyPSpeed. Yeets himself out of there. MidiGuy is the first person on the airship. So Minnie Mouse is leading the way. Dr. Torsel, that is fighting words. That is fighting words. But we have the World 7 airship with MidiGuy. Meanwhile, we have 7F2 action for Highflyer. He didn't dodge it this time. Good for him. And we have a very chunky Ludwig, that is not very tanky. So he had the chunk. And Stewie is right on Midi's tail. So we have the tooltips in the first and second position, respectively. Tooltips being Midi and Stewie. We have Piranha Stage action for DannyPSpeed. So Danny is going to have to kind of work hard a bit because Flyer has not built the bridge, and we are in World 8 right now, and we have to ask ourselves how many bridges did Teeks roll. You can easily say 4 if you want. 0 for Teeks? For Teeks. Okay. I'm gonna go with -1, pain and anguish. Jade with the 4 bridge. I'm gonna press X to doubt that. No 4 bridges for Jade. And we have Stewie Cartman entering World 8 as well, behind Midi. Cranky asking the question of me, of all the races I've ever done, or has SpeedGaming ever cast? Because if it's SpeedGaming, I want to say 4 or 5. As for me, 0. 0, zilch, nada. Because usually if I roll it, it's going. It's only 3 dust? I thought it was about 4 or 5 if you count the weeklies. Because I think Sama rolled a couple. But I could be wrong. So, frog friendly in effect. And only one of them was genuinely all 4 bridges. So only 1. See guys, you only need 1. Also, Midi guy seeing that 1 bridge is all that it needs. Stewie. We have DannyPSpeed doing Gatekeep Fort, and meanwhile we have Flyer now about to. Got to be easy. Through the Piranha stage, we don't get to see any pause strats, but going to get his item. So this is going to be a battle of who ever routes this the best, because we can always have a snipe in 8. Air Force action for Stewie Cartman. But if this is linear, it's not going to look good for Team DannyPSpeed and High Flyer. Our grumpy chickens, and speaking of Flyer, he didn't realize that chickens don't fly. We sink. We just go bloop. And that's exactly what happened. Also, Flyer sacrificing the angelic Jade P-Wing to get his faster than fast P-Speed strats on the World 7 airship. And hello, Atlantis. Midi Guy is yeeting himself out of one of our blessed stages. Imagine not wanting to play Atlantis. This is just not people of culture. Alright. Super tank action for Midi Guy right now. So get those salute. So Midi with 2 out of the 3 options here. Alright, Hammer Bro hand stage for DannyPSpeed. 8 fort action. Still no bridge built for Stewie Cartman. Danny gets a Tozzle Star as the reward. 1-5 beta for Stewie Cartman right now. And in the Navy. So Midi has found all 3 branches of the military tanks. By land, by sea, by air, we salute Bowser's military. So this is Admiral Boom Boom for MidiGuy. We're going to get the immediate check after this to see if that is what builds the bridge. DannyPSpeed seeing that the bridge is still there. It's one bridge, but it is a problem bridge. So this might have been all or mostly all ports. And we have 1.5 beta for both DannyPSpeed and highflyer going into super tanks now. Meanwhile, we have, looks like the boat was the answer, everyone. So we have the Angelic Jade special for MidiGuy. So Jade is very happy right now because we will see some tail clips out of Midi, I hope. I think I jinxed it. No tail clips for Jade. And we have MidiGuy in small beam mode going through the donuts. He was going for the everyman clip and a poison up took him out. DannyPSpeed playing a stage. We got Air Force action. And with the, thank goodness, the JP damage, not JP damage, easy power-ups, MidiGuy does get a fire flower in which he will be able to take out our best dad Bowser to take first place. And since Stewie Cartman is right behind DannyPSpeed in third place, so we may have a straight 1-2 shot again. So we have Stewie, who's going to be on his way to Casa de Bowser with DannyPSpeed following right behind him. And we have the 1.5 beta getting eaten out of by highflyer. And Midi Mouse has joined us. Hey, Midi. GG's to you, my friend.
Hello. I am nature. That is all.
Wait, what?
Lasers. They just went by me somehow. I don't know how, but yeah, that just happened.
You know, Stewie got hit by the same poison mushroom as you did.
Yeah, I just saw. Fun times. Ain't gonna lie, with that start, I thought I was behind.
In the beginning, it was Stewie, and Stewie does get the mac and cheese clip, smooth criminal clip. So you missed, there's a clip in the chat. You wouldn't believe what Stewie did again.
Did he do Jesus clip again?
Yes!
Are you kidding me?
No!
Hey.
No, he was cooking and finishing in second place.
GG to Stewie.
Your partner, Stewie. So, the clutch mac and cheese by Stewie is what allowed him to outdo DannyPSpeed in this case. So, we have a split with the Cranky Chickens. That's their new name. Taking game 1. And the biggest tools, y'all, taking game 2. So,
Andy.
Hey! Stewie, you gotta give us the secret to your Jesus clipping, man.
Don't be an idiot like me.
You heard it right here on SpeedGaming, folks. Do not be an idiot, and you will be able to Jesus clip with ease. Also,
Cool.
Also, MidiGuy, I did the Did you see 6ix9ine at all?
No. Oh, wait. In race, was it race 2?
In game 2.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think near the beginning. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Yeah, I did.
It was either in World 2 or 3. I'm not sure.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I wall jumped that as Fire Mario.
Oh, geez, nice. I did do a wall jump on the mast in the World 3 airship. That felt nice. But I tell you,
I hit the pixel for that.
Dang. I don't know if you got as lost as I did in World 6, though, at the very beginning, but that World 6 at the beginning was cool.
That was... Yeah, no, that was stupid.
And,
it took me a minute.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to read the map, and I'm like, wait a minute. There's one spot where a fort just always seems to appear, and I checked it last.
Yeah, it was near the end for me as well, too. And there was so many... I don't think hammers were useful at all. Like, none. Zip. I had like 3 of them.
No, I don't think there were any good hammers this seed, no.
No. I am thankful, though, that World 3 was just a straightforward, just beat 3 levels and go into that pipe, and you didn't have to worry about the log, because that would have been something.
I saw that lock, and then I didn't see anything else, so I'm thinking, okay, is this just a straight shot and just finding the right pipe?
Yeah, pretty much. Which, after looking at those other 2 pipes, in the end, you'd be like, yeah, it's gotta be this pipe at that point.
Yeah.
And then World 8. I couldn't remember if the put everything into question mark tiles included all the airship tiles for World 8, and sure enough it did, and... No, I'm quite glad that World 8 didn't make us look around for things. I mean, we had to go back to the beginning to do the fort, which that luck.
Oh no, I played the forts right away at the beginning.
Gotcha. Were there more than one at the beginning? Because I think I only
2.
did one of them. Oh, okay. I only played the one at the higher of the 3 there at the beginning.
Yeah, the first 2 tiles in this World 8 were both forts.
Oh dang. Yeah, when I saw the locks where they were, I thought it was gonna be a full clear World 8 as well, because like
I think I full cleared.
Dang.
Stewie did full clear.
Well, because I saw the elbow fort, or the elbow tile, and like after I had done the other 3 forts, I'm like, that has to be it. Like, there's nothing else it can be.
And sure enough, I think that built that did build the bridge. In fact, I think in the last 3 races I've taken part in, that fort in that elbow tile has been the one that builds the necessary bridge. Also, I think. Also,
shout out to dumbass me for not waiting on the 1-up tile, or the 1-up power-up.
I feel you there.
I fell for that. I was on my last life.
Flyer surprisingly did not fall for the mushroom. So he legit went in without having to get the flower power up.
Well, and then I checked the power up like just below the door, and thank God it was a fire flower.
Yeah, I didn't have any in my inventory either, so I was pretty dang thankful for that. That's for sure.
Also gets the kick of disrespect. I need to smack everyone with some official times here. Coming in first and second, respectively, we have MidiGuy and Stewie Guy with times of 37:17 and 39:18 for their team, the Tooltips, to take the gold, and that team 11 points. And we have DannyPSpeed finishing in third from the Grumpy Chickens, 39:30. And Flyer with 44:14. And speaking of joining us, welcome the Warden, DannyPSpeed. How you doing, Danny? GG's to you.
Hi. I'm a grumpy chicken right now.
That's my sprite too, man. That's how I knew this is gonna be either a blessed seed or a cursed seed. I didn't roll it, but because the chicken comes up and that's the most cursed seed in Zelda. Speaking of Mr. Oprah himself, High Flyer has joined us. GG Flyer.
GG.
GG.
I didn't find out JP Damage was on until like the third world in both seeds.
Yeah.
The first seed only gave stars for about the first two worlds. Power-ups
Yeah.
in the levels and the bros only gave stars. And then the second seed, I'm pretty sure there was like not a single place to hammer like that worked well.
Yeah, you think in that world too it might have, but no, you got to go back and play the. Luckily, the fort was right there, but yeah.
Yeah,
Had we just go in the pipe and go down, it would have basically been the same thing, pretty much.
yeah. I don't really know what to think about these seeds. I'm gonna have to watch the tape because like I felt like I was playing really well in both seeds, so I'm not sure how I lost by 2 minutes in both of them. So really curious to see what everybody did differently in these, especially the second one. I mean, 2 minutes is nothing. So, but the first one, I'm a little curious.
I can say
to see
game
what
one I
Flyer
played like
did.
garbage.
Yeah, just curious to see what
first
Flyer
one,
did.
there was a Flyer used a hammer in World 2 that really
Okay.
caused the snipe on everyone. So
Hammer and
that
World
was pretty
2,
much it.
Interesting.
He did the gambler, and the gambler paid off in that case. And
Yeah, I think it would have helped. Now that I think it would have helped if I remember reading the map correctly a little bit.
I don't
anyway.
even remember much of Seed 1, honestly.
Yeah, I just remember
Same.
stars. A lot of stars.
I just know I accidentally fought a bro in World 6 and it gave me another cloud, so I was able to skip after doing the middle fort. I was able to skip the next 2 levels and just play the fort at the end. I remember that, but everything was a blur, really.
Yeah, I did.
all
I had a ton of clouds. I clouded a lot in the first seed. I believe I used at least 4. I want to say.
Yeah, I think that's around the same, but for the second seed for me. And
Oh,
all I
wow.
remember from the first seed was the beginning of World 7 trolled us hard, if you ask me. It's like, there's a fort there, but you gotta get through 7-5, but... Yeah, pipes and more pipes. It was a tough call.
Yeah.
That's
Did you not
7-5.
want
That
to
was
play 7-5?
that was a
Wait a second.
that was a disgusting enemy set.
Oh yeah,
No.
that was
Yeah.
that was beautiful in a sense. In a sense.
Listen, that 7-5 was friendly. It was very friendly with lots of enemies that just make you work a little harder. That's all. But you gotta love 7-5.
Oh yeah, there was overtime being done there for sure on that one. That's for sure. We were hanging. We were definitely hanging.
Yes. And so the only thing that's left for you guys is Kaizo next week. And Danny, since you are the one who created this league, what's Kaizo all about?
I don't remember. I don't remember what flags I picked. So I'll have to take a look. 1 second. I got them right here.
As long as it has some Oko for a flyer, I'm happy.
No.
No Oko. Or it's not
I think
on.
we
at
had our
least.
fail last year.
I'm not saying no to it. It's just not on.
Oh.
Let's see. So Kaizo week is. So it's basically the same as week 1 in terms of like it's standard bracket flags, all question marks, hammers break locks. The World 1 rock is not breakable, which that was fun in the second seed, not being able to break the lock or the rock.
Yep.
So skipping the cutscene is back, just being standard to being on, and then these are for certain. Smart Lakitu is on. You start with power-ups. The Toad Houses stay. 1-ups are certain to be poison, so you'll have to be careful in Bowser's Castle. And then we have the Shoe on Stomp, Kaizo Boom Boom and Hammer Bros, of course. And then miscellaneous Kaizo like fast Jetfire and cannons and some Kaizo enemies and levels. And Dark World 8 is back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
So
lovely.
This should be
fun
something.
time seed for everyone.
Get
But you can,
your
see the
flashlights.
forts, you can see the forts again, so give you that at least.
There's that. That's for sure.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun with what we just did in the world, Dark 8 world. That would be very difficult to figure out.
Yeah, if they be all question mark tiles on top of Dark World, then you couldn't see
Yeah.
any of the forts.
Yeah.
Here, at least you see the 3 ships.
Yeah.
There, 4,
So actually, yeah, there's a little more Kaizo on than I thought there was initially. But the main thing is just the Boom Boom and the Hammer Brothers. I mean, once you get used to Boom Boom, he's really not that bad. I kind of like it just because it goes faster. But some arenas are kind of tricky. It just takes some practice, but it's not too bad.
I'm waiting for the day when Cobra comes up with a way to make Boom Boom blow up on Stomp, which would be absolutely the best thing that could happen for all you great runners. Fire kill Boom Boom only.
He did that with the tail.
Oh.
I don't think it made it into the patcher officially, but I asked him if he could make it so you could damage Boom Boom with the tail, and he showed me that it was possible to outright kill Boom Boom with the tail. So that's pretty cool.
Interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing a kind of Boom Boom blow up on Stomp, but just on the final stop. You know when he actually blows up in a way. So you just have to distance yourself for a moment and remember to do so. That might be interesting.
Oh, like a bomb explosion?
Yeah, like that.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty cool. But
You just have to remember. That's all.
yeah, I think most of the wish list got fulfilled. So.
I'm
Yeah,
excited
we're
to
out of
try
luck
the
for
new-
that.
The
But
new
the
batch
new-
of stuff.
Yeah.
Danny,
Yeah.
are you thinking about next league maybe including that new mode Macobra spotlighted on the weekly?
Oh, absolutely. The next season, I was thinking, depending on how this one went, maybe doing teams with one from Kingslayer, one from Fireflower. You keep the same partner all 4 weeks. I thought of that, but then he came out with all this stuff, so it might just be a new feature season. He said that I don't know if I'm spoiling anything, but he said that he's almost ready to release all the features and everything. So if he does, some of it will definitely be in this season's final.
Ooh.
And none of the crazy stuff. I'm not going to do like mirrored levels or anything like that. But some of the more functional, fun stuff, like having power ups in the beta levels, I could see putting in there.
What about
or-
the enemies in the beta levels? Like we saw.
Yeah, exactly. Like enemies and I could see myself putting where the spades are levels just to make it a little more longer and challenging for the runners. Nothing crazy, like I said, but I could, if it comes out, I could see that becoming a part of the season somewhere.
So if more tiles become levels, by the way, that means that this for sure beta levels are going to show up on there, because otherwise you wouldn't have enough from
Wouldn't
the
that would just fill in the gaps for the missing levels, right?
Yeah.
Basically there.
I don't know how many
Interesting.
spades are in each are in the entire game. It's 1 in World 1.
2 in
Two
World
in
2,
World
I
2.
think.
Yeah, 3 in World 3.
There's,
Oh yeah, there are. I forgot about that one at the 4th.
Yeah, I wonder how how he replaces that.
That should be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Just that alone is going to be a lot of extra levels.
If you do go through with the team format where it's 1 Kingslayer to 1 Fireflower, a great way to have that decision is by lethal lottery.
According to Dust Dominion, there's 9 spade games total.
Oh, then there'd be room.
Oh no, he's talking about the spade games. Never mind.
There's way more than 9. There's got to be.
I would imagine, yeah. There has to be.
Mhm.
There's
Dang.
like 2 per level after World 2, I think, and World 3 has 3. World 4 has 2.
Ew.
6 has. I guess
So an
World 8
average of
doesn't have
2.
any.
Yes.
No.
So an average of 2 per
Oh,
world,
yeah.
so 2 times 7, probably 14 at least, or at most.
Yeah.
maybe.
You know, I got the practice ROM right in front of me, so I can check right
Yeah.
now.
Probably the same as Forts. Close to it.
Let's see.
I could see that.
Um,
Makes me wonder if Force
Oh.
could wind up on those tiles too. That'd be something.
Ew. Oh, World 3 has 5.
Oh wow.
what?
Wait.
Really?
Oh right,
Yeah.
there's
Oh, yeah.
4. That's
Yeah,
right.
'cause
There's 2 on
there's
Prize
2.
Island.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's definitely more than we think.
Okay, World 4 has 2.
And there's also one at the rocks. You have to hammer the rocks, and then one to the left of the first fort. And
2.
oh yeah, there's one I think
World 5 has 3.
between panel 8 and the fort. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's 5.
Stewie,
Oh my.
Stewie, you sound like you're counting how many attempts you're taking to do 7-1.
Shut up, Flyer.
No, Flyer. Before you start, throwing shade
World
there.
6 has 2.
Stewie was merely practicing to
And-
show us all the
World-
different pixels that, can cause you to miss before doing it right. So he did it as a teachable moment for all of us.
I just like hearing
Firefly was
Stewie count. So
And World
cool.
7 has 3.
Dang.
yeah, it's way
Wait,
more
the
than
level I
that.
blind clouded was 7-1.
How many
Wow.
does
Yeah.
World 8 have?
Shut up, Flyer.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Well,
my
with that, I'm gonna out. Thanks for the
Again
commentary,
to you.
Krista. And
No problem. I was like
Gentlemen,
half dead from being awake for 2 days. So,
Ouch.
gentlemen,
well,
thanks
yeah,
for the
and I'm
race.
gonna
It
be up
was
all
really
night
fun.
tonight.
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
getting
see you
ready
guys
for
later.
Thanksgiving, Danny? You
What's
gotta
that?
you gotta get your cooking on for tomorrow.
I'm just a vessel tomorrow. I'm just there to eat and digest. So
Wow. So it's only me who's gonna be up all night.
No, he's
cooking.
he's the tasting critic.
yeah,
Oh, is that
the amount
what-
of food that I eat per day, it's pretty shocking. So I'm ready. I wait all year for this.
Okay, we'll see you. Happy Thanksgiving to you,
All right,
Danny.
He's got to watch the Lions tomorrow, I think.
Oh yeah, 10-1, baby.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Good
But,
for
yeah,
once.
See
Yeah.
you, Danny. Glad the
Yeah,
team.
happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, everybody. Take care.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Here.
It was
All
a
right,
lot of fun.
So what since you guys are the Kingslayers, the knowledgeable ones, what do you think about the match on Black Friday between Tazzle and Marky teaming up to go against your protege, Flyer, and Dr. Torstel, everybody's favorite Tanuki?
I'll just gonna get all the stars.
Yeah, all the stars.
That is all. That's all I got.
All
Yeah.
the stars?
Yeah, when Tozzle's
yeah.
in the lobby or Pleko's in the lobby, you're just gonna see nothing but stars. They don't even have to roll the seeds. We're just gonna see lots of stars.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I'd say it should be pretty dang close overall. Could go either way.
Oh wait, it's actually the other way around. See, the way it is in SpeedGaming right now, it has it the other way around. So it's Dr. Torsel and Marky teaming up against Tazzle and Jade. That's an even worse scenario.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one.
So it's gonna be, tail clips of plenty and Tazzle stars. So you gotta root for your protege, Flyer.
Absolutely. I mean, if she wants to sign up for boot camp before the match, I mean, I'll be home.
Well, you hear that
but
in
no
chat,
no
do you?
no boot camp. I mean, I can't be responsible for any jank gameplay that may or may not happen.
Wow.
Yeah, no boot camp will prepare you for that.
Wow. And Stewie's just gonna do Stewie stuff. So we
Yep.
know that that's gonna happen. And Midi, are you ready for Turkey Day too?
Yum. It's gonna be probably pretty good. I
Probably.
don't know if we're gonna have turkey or not, honestly. Ain't gonna lie, I'm actually not sure. It might be
Oh.
late turkey day. I don't know.
Late Turkey Day.
Turkey
Okay,
late
so
day.
let's close up shop, guys. So that way, if anybody needs to stream, we won't be holding them back. Any last words from the excellent and talented Kingslayers?
We were called
No.
tooltips. Did not use hammers much. Great name timing. That is all. But I had a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the next one. It's gonna be something.
Yeah, GG's fellas.
Likewise.
And yeah, I'll have a good night. Have a good Thanksgiving, everybody. Krista, of course.
Have a good
you
Thanksgiving,
too.
everyone.
Likewise.
Okay, time for me to go into finale mode. GG's to all of our runners who always show us what it means to be among the legends, especially Mr. Jesus Clip himself. We are gonna start a new religion about Stewie Cartman and his Jesus clips. That way we can all get good like the Kingslayers. Give, if anyone can be kind enough to smack a big fat exclamation R, so that way you can follow each one of our runners because they are so great at what they do. How could you not want to follow them? Also, it seems like nobody wants to put up the exclamation R, so I'll do it myself.
Everybody left.
Oh, is that what it is?
They had enough.
They were like, no more talking about league action. So, on that note, thank you, chat, for being here and spending your pre-Turkey Day with us if you live in the States. Get to cooking because we need to eat tomorrow. Also, thank you to Diesel Pilot, the greatest restreamer ever. I hope you're having a very happy Turkey Day wherever you are. And to those of you who are going to watch this on the video on demand and wonder, what am I on? It's called lack of sleep. And on that note, you guys have one of the happiest holidays ever, and we will see you on Black Friday. So score those sales and then come join us later at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care and have a wonderful night. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
You too. Good night.
Take care, everybody.